And we're back with more Ace Attorney, Mr. Wright. Perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. It's like it just completely changes. Alright, fucking choose the tip of the weapon. What? Yeah, choose the tip. The tip. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife this man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
Just like mine.
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. Oh, it's Emma.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
What the fuck are you talking about? And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
So yeah, basically what I just said.
It's obvious,
It's
really.
obvious, really? What?
The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back.
Oh shit.
If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Oh shit!
Ah! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
But if it was broken beforehand, how would the piece be in the body? Sorry, but I'm
Goddamn.
afraid that's not possible.
Not possible.
The tip of the
fucker.
knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. Unless it was placed. That's right. Thank you for interrupting me, Edgeworth. Fuck you.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the thing, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence?
Falsified Pussy, got him.
You're treading on thin ice, right?
All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah.
We can check. We have the knife and the piece. Just put the two together. Order, order, order. Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the king... Wait a fucking second. The fucking trophies tip is broken.
What?
After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story there is a lie. It's Emma.
I'm not lying. The man was really holding a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of these being two... Oh, of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? There is another one.
Ooh.
If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
Shut up, I'm cooking.
Wright.
In that instance, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. I gotta find the picture of the Gant and the 3. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this photo. Oh, picture. Sorry. This is... Oh, that's Edgeworth.
This is a picture of the award ceremony.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the award prosecutor Marshall is holding. Damn, I was right.
That's a broken knife.
Damn right it is, shoddy. After we earlier concluded that the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife, that being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. Order. Excuse me? Neil Marshall was awarded king... Damn, fuck you. Damn you! Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be.
Oh? And why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Fuck you. Get asked.
Get asked.
Because if the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh! But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright.
Shut up! I was getting to it! Fuck you!
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think you are sorry. I think you like being a little bitch.
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Brotherfucker,
Hold
says the guy who's walking in here with no evidence. Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth,
What is it?
could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back. This fucking thing.
I knew it. This picture... I'm the one who drew it.
What?
What?
You drew that?
That's right. I almost did the Edgeworth voice. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture.
Stop the music.
Oh my
I
god.
hate this song so much.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside of me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Skye?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. Oh. It's Emma, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did. Oh, I gotta put that away.
Were you playing Aminal Crossing?
No. Maybe.
Anna.
I'm sorry. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger, that fucker. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
But the blue badger didn't exist at this point, right? I don't know. This is certainly most unusual.
Dry impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
That's what I said. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense may now begin its Fucking... Stop interrupting me! Stop, please. Don't pursue this any further. Damn, Lana's getting, like, fucking... God damn. Lana. What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. What the fuck was that voice? But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Skye, sit your bitch ass down. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Yeah, Lana. Silence!
Bitch.
The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, smack her nuts.
Smack his nuts.
Please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Bailiff, smack his nuts.
So, I'm going to present what the real blue badger was that she's talking about. The unstable jar.
Oh.
Because if you look at it from a specific... Actually, I think you see it. That's when I saw the blue badger. Present. Unstable jar. The mysterious blue badger was in fact this. But that's... what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed, it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? From my viewpoint, the Jedi are evil.
Jedi are evil.
Our viewpoint? I've got to stop with this music. I fucking hate it. Shut up. I don't remember how to do this. So I gotta rotate this shit to make it look like the blue badger. I don't remember how to do this like at all.
Oh wait, yeah, I think you almost had it there for a second.
Ooh. How do I... I might have to, pull up a little tutorial.
No. Keep, like, okay. Have it like that, and then, like, rotate it upwards.
Oh.
I thought that would...
Wait, I see what you're getting at. I see what you're getting at. What the fuck you, fucking tutorial saying rotate it so it looks like this. Fuck you. Cause this side's...
Was that not it?
This side's broken. I don't know. That's the thing. How about... like that. This isn't right. Fuck! Yeah. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
Fucked up.
I don't care.
Fucked up.
I don't
Fucked
care.
up. You
I
fucked
don't
up.
care. I'm pausing the episode until I know what I'm doing. I'm pausing the episode. Alright, hopefully this is it. Yes! Let's go! Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger. God, I hate that.
No, it can't be.
Order, order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains.
Oh?
What's your point?
Damn, you got a point. What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know this witness saw this jar? Saw the witness saw the jar.
The location. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. Yeah?
But the body was found lying near Alana Skye's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Yes, and it's these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Skye's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office.
What?
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Skye's office?
Yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though.
They're both gonna lose their fucking jobs for this.
Please recall the witness's testimony. What the fuck did he figure out? Because I still don't know. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. Yeah. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on.
Wait!
What?
No, never mind. Keep going.
Okay. What would he have hit?
Ah!
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous-looking sword. Yes. Wait, what? And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No, Mr. Wright. You can't be thinking.
Yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If the events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Wait. No! You don't think...
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me?
What the fuck? I hate to say it, but it is the end of the episode.
Oh!
God damn, dude. What the fuck? Wait. Oh my god.
Dude!
Dude. This is fucking crazy. Alright, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye. I'm a masterclass villain for ending the episode there.
I know, you're a fucking straight on terrorist for that, the fuck?
And we're back. We're back with more Ace Attorney. We're finally gonna learn about what the fuck is going on.
Like, what the fuck, what the
like,
fuck?
what the fuck, what the fuck?
Fuck, what the fuck? No!
I should have ended it there. That would have been so cool. Like,
oh!
perfect ending.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So, it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. That explains so much about this fucking trial. What? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Skye, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Imagine that's coming from you.
Yeah,
Oh!
yeah, you fucking forged the evidence so your sister won't go to jail. It's fucking clear.
If it was you, if you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out that what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have some proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Touché, Miss Skye. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message.
Ooh.
For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one matter or another.
That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in the evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer?
Do not be mistaken, Miss Skye. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crimes. There is only one thing we seek. Truth. No matter how painful it may be.
He's so based.
I know.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. The unstable jar.
Yeah.
This is the message left by the deceased. This is like the blue badger from before, right? Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood in this jar.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there is a line here, drawn in blood. Excuse me.
Oh, dude, that sounded like it was kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie.
It was kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie.
No, dude.
So what you're saying? These dots were once lines.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped onto the jar, or into the jar when where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No. Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. So we gotta... join the dots up. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. What do you think? I can... shut up. Shut up! Don't pff me. Yeah. Boop. Boop. Boop.
No.
Just you in the back. No!
No. No.
I don't gotta connect. Okay, please work. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Also, I just want to say before whatever line is next, I find it very ironic that this story with Lana and Emma, who are very similar to Maya and fucking Mia, both cases involve the killer, quote unquote, writing the killer's name. But in the original case, it was a lie, but in this one, it's true. I like that. Good writing.
Good writing. Yes, very good, very nice.
She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. God damn.
Bruh.
Seaworthy. Can't say I didn't warn you.
Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. But he didn't know. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important.
The fuck? It's not important.
Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice? What?
Huh?
We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. God damn, bro. I feel bad for Edgeworth. You going through it. It wasn't his fault. What do you mean?
Bruh.
He didn't know. He didn't know. You can't tell me that he knew. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. God damn, bro.
Bruh.
This shit got me fucked up. Yes.
Word.
Alright, we're on to section number 2, baby. Section number 2.
Let's go. February 25th, 12:06 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so happy he's here. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. No, come back.
Hi, Gumshoe.
Wait,
love
Detective
you.
Gumshoe. What is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. He was? Oh.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
Could at least study some evidence law. Really?
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence law from Miss Skye explains the 2 rules of evidence law. I'm gonna take her up on that. I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Rules for submitting evidence. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. How the fuck does that help me? Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're
Hold on,
wrong,
sorry.
detective. What's up?
How the fuck does this piece of pineapple go?
And is on the hunt for
It
the
like got
pineapple.
off of my chopsticks and then fucking like blitzed off to nowhere. Where the fuck is it?
Went to bumfuck nowhere.
I need to find this, bro. Cause if it gets moldy and shit, my room.
It's done.
Where the fuck is it?
I'm gonna pause the
Just
episode
go
until
out of
Anna
my
finds
fucking
that
Chopstick.
thing. Oh, we'll be back,
How do
boys.
you need? Yes.
All right,
yes,
we're
yes,
good.
yes.
We're good. Pineapple
I
was
found it.
found.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we
Allegedly.
gotta say that legally. All right.
Alright, anyways.
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Excuse me.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You've gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goddamn. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. Even if that means Emma gets the death sentence. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Yeah, you're saying that a little premature. We got a whole nother chapter, my man. Like,
Solidarity.
February 25th, 1252, District Courtroom.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking, and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
Oh, shit. What? But there's no precedent for what... Well, but there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove... It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Edgeworth is so smart. He's such a smart boy. Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Oh shit. I almost accidentally pressed the wrong button. Also, I would like to point out, I've been watching this playthrough of this exact same game where they have one of the people who's playing be an actual lawyer. I cannot wait to see how he reacts to that. Just the prosecutor being like, all right, you can call forth witnesses. Damon Gant. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
Excuse me?
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Smack his nuts.
No, do not smack his nuts. That is the chief of police.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean the time when Lana's sister murdered the prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh? Like what?
Like the role you played in all of this.
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. It's also the end of the episode.
God damn!
God damn you, JJ!
Damn, bro! Come on!
Stop
Oh
doing
my
this to me.
You're gonna give me issues, man.
Alright, goodbye, everybody.
I am devouring this pineapple. There's basically none left.
And we're back. We're back with more Ace Attorney.
You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
You're threatening me, bitch!
I was just about to say, thank you for threatening me in court. Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Murderer says what? What?
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Get his ass. Get his
I want
ass.
this guy's glasses.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
I find that incredibly hard to believe.
It's just not true, because he had the shard of the jar in his safe.
Yeah, he had evidence in his office.
Is that when Doc was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
Ah, damn.
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. I had nothing to do with forgery. Present the unstable jar. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badger you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant? These articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
God damn!
Get fucked, bitch. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So, you admit it then, that you were involved in the forgery?
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
Ooh. Fuck. He's played us like a goddamn fiddle.
Yeah.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Wright-o?
Fuck off.
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Coming in clutch.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
What?
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. I don't think his salary is getting cut. I think he's getting fired. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
People these days don't know how to not commit fucking crimes, apparently.
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Oh.
Indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know.
All right, Udgy. In return, though...
I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys, telepathic? Yeah, what the fuck are they talking about?
Are they gay for each other?
I can see it!
Yeah.
For all I know, you could have planted the...
Oh, wait, that's right. My fault. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Press! Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you could have reaped from all of this.
Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh? The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edward? Is that true,
Yes,
Edward?
he was going to be made chief anyway.
Gah!
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might end up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There. It's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Press.
Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
Damn!
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Point out accomplice. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. Ooh. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to betray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean.
Very well, then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Lana Skye, of course.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye? The defendant?
Damn, look at this guy. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially. He would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
God damn.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
This fucking judge, I swear to God.
Oh, wait. You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
Damn, he
This
just like me for real.
motherfucker is so stupid.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Right, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For
Yeah,
example,
today in court, bro.
is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana? She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless... that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about... the murder of Detective Bruce Goddamn. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Edgeworth knows what's up.
Yeah, for real.
You better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goddamn. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What? Order, order, order. I said order. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. You're alleging my boyfriend, Chief of Police Gant, is a murderer? Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency to accuse the Chief of Police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible.
Damn.
Judge is taking this hard. Maybe they are together.
That's what I'm thinking, dog.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. All right, then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goddamn. The ID card record. Where is it? Where is it? The ID card record. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-77777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777-7777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant. Oh, damn, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Homie's pissed that you got him.
Order, order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my own office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law.
What?
But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID guard.
Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm the chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Excuse me? Detective Goddamn wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goddamn. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Skye's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth.
Oh, excuse me.
If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Goodman's lost item report. Detective Goddamn lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or, to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goddamn filed out a lost item report. He would have had to give the report to the chief of police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it.
Me?
How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goddamn took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goddamn could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goddamn. Exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
You silly little idiot.
Sorry, but that's not possible.
Because of the handprints.
According to the record, your card was only used once.
Oh no, I'm a big fat liar. That's not relevant. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind.
Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goddamn, it would have been found on his body.
Mm-hmm. No! Did you see that? Homie was going Super Saiyan there.
He got electrocuted.
Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in their right... Wait. The murderer... Fucking Christ. The murderer was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Damn, that was a weird way of saying that. Either that or I'm stupid.
You're stupid. I'm sorry.
After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goddamn's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. That the victim body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
Oh, I just zoned out. What the fuck is wrong with me? Jesus. I was at the police
Having a
department
stroke.
the entire day, you know.
Everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, yes, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was just a useless clue just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
Attorney badge.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. The screwdriver? What? Evidence from the past case. Please tell me this is right. This is how he moved Detective Goddamn's body. What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's there because... I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
Human and I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Huh?
Detective Goddamn's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye. Order, order, order. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
Whoa. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Wright-o, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all this?
Yep, see ya! He just fucking runs out. Run away! Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old goddamn. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goddamn and made Miss Skye dispose of his body? Do I have any concrete proof? I have no proof yet. For the first time ever, we have to admit that we have no proof.
Bro!
It's no use showing evidence. I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Udgy? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Udgy, I'll leave the rest to you.
Dude?
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Wah!
Lady Luck, maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness?
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions. Raised in this trial, someone in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
It's true. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth Lana Skye.
Yo!
The defendant, Miss Lana Skye? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth.
Prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in Huh? Chief Gant? Chief Gant? I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such an outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then, I've got a lunch date to meet. We're just gonna let him do that in court? We're just gonna let him... Alright. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. And with that... Oh, nope. Sorry, I spoke a little too soon there.
February 25th, 204 District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That chief. He's something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe? I'm not a detective anymore. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Could he mean... Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
He forfeits his right to say anything too? Oh, hi, Emma.
What's up?
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So, she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. She did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, Everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the Chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault.
No, it wasn't. I mean, yes, it was. But no,
All because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Hell yeah, I side with Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. He can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Ooh, sorry.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. God damn!
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
If by this, you mean the episode.
What?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Wow!
Well, oh my god, so much happened in this episode. I didn't want to end it because fucking...
God damn!
God damn.
Damn!
Well, goodbye, everybody.
God damn!
God damn. And we're back with the Ace Attorney. We're gonna finish this one up. We're gonna finish this up right here, right now. Right here, right now.
Yeah, fellas. Oh, February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Courtroom number 9. Yeah, I fell asleep last night.
Anna did fall asleep last night, but that's fine because she did great, and she deserved a rest.
Now then, fucking break.
Will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand?
Did I do Southern for her?
No,
wait,
I was Lana.
That's not me. I was thinking of
Angel Star.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember,
Sick of your shit.
you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
She's not gonna give it. Of course, the truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Oh, that's
Oh!
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant.
She's gonna fuck it. I can feel it. She's gonna fuck it.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Blunt's body, I rearranged the crime scene.
Sorry.
My only motivation was to get Dog convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
That's not true, you fucking whack asshole.
Right.
Are you sure about this testimony? See, even the judge doesn't fucking believe her.
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana...
If this is true, well, that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth? You know she's
not, obviously. She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony, like me, for real.
Agony!
Agony!
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Okay. I need to find... Rearrange the crime scene. Rearrange the crime scene. Where is it?
Rearrange the crime
Press.
scene. There you go.
You say you did this all by yourself. Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon?
Gotcha, bitch.
Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me.
Sir, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. Press. You planted the... and then moved the body? Thank
That's
you, game, for
fucking
interrupting
stupid. That's fucking stupid.
me.
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad. Oh God, my brain instantly went to like the dirty image in my mind. Just, my head isn't that bad, but maybe I have to ask for the sake of the others. Why did you move the body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Skye moved the body.
Pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Your plan? Present unstable jar. Miss Skye, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene when Neil Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
Bitch.
A contradiction in my testimony.
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order! Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are. about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Badass. Badass.
The witness may now continue her testimony. Okay.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Gotta present the unstable jar once again.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid if she's like trying to
I love this unstable jar. It's proving this entire murder case has been.
I was gonna say
about.
it's coming in clutch, goddamn.
Miss Skye, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
Oh, I.
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation.
She fucking didn't.
On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene.
Oh, never
Chief
mind. That's better.
Gant got there before you.
Oh shit.
God damn.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
Shockingly, yes.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that.
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would... Stop interrupting me! The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No! Oh, we're seeing the judge freak out? Wait.
Yeah, ho ho ho.
I'm not the one on trial here.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma had killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark. Sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
Damn!
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my own sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up their most foul lies to defend their clients.
Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, Wright?
So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
That's a great line. Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Sure you will. All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time. Here we go.
Do it, bitch.
Do
your
it,
truth.
bitch!
Do it, bitch.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor's sword. Emma and Doc were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword?
You are the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof.
What?
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said that she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. The book! Yes! The book!
Says, it's in the back cover. Oh, shit!
Oh, shit!
Hey,
Hey.
there's a
sorry.
picture here.
God damn! Oh, no my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything.
Lana's picture. Crime scene photo from the case 2 years ago taken.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be...
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe.
Oh!
What is this?
Oh!
Or what's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it?
If I remember, wasn't that Emma's handprint?
That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Why are you looking at my lips?
If they weren't so soft and kissable. I'm kidding. That was so gross.
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination.
Yeah, soft, kissable, and only for Edgeworth.
So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Maybe like Emma was trying to push him out of the way or something, and then like accidentally. No. That would still mean that he.
What?
Duh.
Oh, damn it, Gant!
Hey!
Come on, come now, Udgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What now you... What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
But you said you didn't want to testify.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
You tell him, Edgeworth. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
It's over. I accidentally pressed A, so we got like a frame of that. That's fucking hilarious.
That sounds great.
So
Instant recovery.
you think I'm worried?
I have some evidence to lead me to that. Yes.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't. But someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Wright-o? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
Is this true, Mr. Wright? If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. 'Cause she was. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I'd better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall. It says I should do both. What the fuck? I'm gonna show evidence. I'm gonna show evidence, bro. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not trying to commit no crimes here. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence.
All right, the time's finally come to show it to them. Those prints have got to be the chief's.
Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. I'm so sorry, Emma. It's a piece of leather cloth? Yes. It most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword.
What? Whose fingerprints are on this?
I'm sure Wright-o has checked, haven't you?
Well,
This
whose are they?
motherfucker.
They're Miss Skye's. Miss Emma Skye's.
What? They're mine? So I really did do it.
See? I told you it was conclusive.
Not as conclusive as my fucking foot up your ass.
But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? But
Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma's Skye to Neil Marshall's death.
no. It appears we have our killer. No! No! Everything hinged on that point. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit! I did wrong? I did wrong? I did bad? I did wrong? It told me to do it! I hate this game. We'll be back next time. I'm gonna get us back to where we were. We'll be back. Fuck. The fucking walkthrough said I should. And we're back. We're back for me being stupid. I saved the game so I don't have to, if I fuck up again. Alright, cannot show evidence. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie! Chief Gant, you opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ha! You're right. Why don't you show them?
Shut up,
We
Emma!
found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? I know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? There's blood on it. That's not normal. It looks like a part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. You sure about that? Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
Oh.
What? You mean you admit to it? I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her, you asshole!
I knew Lana.
Sorry.
If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. Wait, so it wasn't Emma? I deadass thought it was.
So you assisted Miss Skye.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst.
I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what did it say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too?
That's what I was thinking.
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Wright-o. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Wright-o. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
Get his ass.
Now we show evidence. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. All right then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Oh shit. I pressed the wrong thing, my fault. God damn it, bro.
Good.
Piece of cloth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. At last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis.
Ugh.
This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Ho, ho, ho. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Wright-o had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
No.
Oh.
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. Everything's proceeding as preceded.
Yeah.
The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is Emma Skye.
Dude, she's only 16. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Emma? Emma Skye?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
You're really something, Wright-o. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
Miss Skye,
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Skye, it's not over yet.
What?
I said this trial isn't over yet.
Ha! But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer.
He needs to shut the fuck up. Phoenix is gonna get his ass, I can tell.
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh? And what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Skye, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. I almost fucked that line up. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. The attorney badge.
Attorney badge, yeah!
No. Lana's picture. I think.
Make sure.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Skye took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all that blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth
Has no blood on it.
Oh!
Wait, there's no blood on it.
Ah! Since Emma Skye's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
No, this is nonsense.
Oh shit, the music!
Yeah. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
Most likely he just on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Jesus. Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a glue. And make Lana believe her sister did it.
Oh shit!
Remember what you admitted only moments ago. That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
No!
It's finally all over. It can't be over. We have like 7 more minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh!
Oh, that was close, Righto. You almost had me. Sorry. But you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Order, order! What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Udgy? Earlier, old Wright here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Wright? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present this evidence. You should have presented the evidence, Wright. Guilty! It's like no matter what, it's always a game over.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
Dad?
Papa?
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
It seems at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
I did not. I admit, I refused to present it at one point.
So the evidence is illegal.
No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then, it's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Udgy, don't listen to his lies.
Oh,
He's
it has to
nothing
be
but a
relevant.
coward. You can't really believe.
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
If we take a little look over at evidence law here,
Yeah.
unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
God damn!
Bitch!
Get his ass.
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Skye's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
No!
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be, Damon Gant. The killer was you.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God.
My God, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. I'm not voicing all that.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he'd been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goddamn.
Detective Goddamn?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit, I get to voice him again.
Yes!
let me warm up the vocal cords real quick. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you got to help me. I didn't think I'd get to voice him again.
What a treat.
Goddamn
What a
turned
fucking
him down
treat.
as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goddamn's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goddamn came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out.
Oh shit.
What are you talking about, goddamn?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. And it's Goodman, for goddammit.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm gonna hand all of this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. God damn. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
You put the body in my car.
I'm sorry. I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
He's pissed. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Skye involved in all of this?
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goddamn's locker?
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar fragments and the glove.
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here, and Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new... Fuck you! Let me read the line.
Rate it better. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes?
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Skye, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Skye. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
My. What high standards you have for a rookie.
Hey! I ain't no fucking rookie.
I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
She smiled!
I'm in love.
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Skye.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Skye,
Yes, Your Honor?
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Aw.
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, not guilty.
Yeah! We did it!
Oh my god. That is all. This court is adjourned.
God damn. Da-da-da-damn. Da-da-da-da-damn.
Da-da-damn.
February 25th, 3 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't... I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended,
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. That's not what she said. I owe my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well.
you know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I'm
Damn,
not
she's
interrupting
right.
anything, pals.
Gumshoe!
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Love him.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around all around while on duty? Ain't the top it off you called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Ah, Lana!
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Haha, breaking crimes. Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared that you would blast me with your laser vision, fucking Cyclops. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy? You're finally getting what you deserve, you criminal!
Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma! Aww. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing... Shut up!
Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on towards a brighter future.
That's
Corny-
fucking beautiful,
corny
man.
ass
God
motherfucker.
damn.
At least, that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
He's just hiding, he was just hiding behind the bush.
Yeah, like
Where
a
was he
fucking cartoon
hiding?
character.
I just came to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Fuck off, Edge Boy.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You're despised criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
I do despise criminals. And I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth,
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma,
man, I never thought I'd hear that name again.
Mm-hmm.
were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. What the fuck? You're not gonna fucking believe what it says that I need to present.
Attorney badge?
Yeah.
Hooray!
That might mean something to you. But I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership.
Huh?
Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well.
I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. It said to do it! It was funnier.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Guilty!
Soya!
Edgeworth, what will you do now?
Cry about it. Well, whatever you do, just remember.
That's Phoenix.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Read your line.
Well, whatever
Bitch.
you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
That's so romantic.
And in bed.
Farewell.
That was so romantic. The subtext, dog. I'm sorry.
I'd better be going too.
Okay. But I'll be by to visit you soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you.
Scientific investigation?
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Aw, thanks, sis. I will.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun.
Oh my fucking god!
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Edgeworth! Well, don't go checking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? It's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh?
way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here is the only one who'll be footing the bill. Huh? Huh? What? You think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream? Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Wholesome. Wholesome. He's like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Dude, we did it.
Woo!
How do you feel? Oh wait, no shit. There's more. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Aww. Let me read these because these are gonna go by fast. I forgot they had these again.
Wholesome.
Wholesome content.
That was beautiful. I love that. That was good. I was like, how are we gonna get this man's ass?
Yikes! I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily. God, I love that guy. I love Gumshoe so goddamn much, dude.
Me too, dog. Me fucking too.
Also, can I just say, I don't think we've ever mentioned this, but the artwork in this game is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The character sprites are chef's
It's
kiss.
him!
Oh, this fucking guy!
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make a detective. Or make detective. Yes, sir. Then I could be just like that Dick Gumshoe. God. I love this game, bro. I'm sad we're done, but goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Who's next?
No!
This fucker.
Not again! God damn it.
Yeah, I hate that guy. I
hate
hate
it
that
so
fucking
much.
thing.
I hope Phoenix snuck by the police department and just... Oh, yes! 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 Let it rot.
Burn it to the ground.
Oh my god. Oh, it's him!
Oh!
What is it? Can't you see him having
Can't you see I'm having me a
Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? What the fuck is Billy? We got to see him not be able to shave it off one last time.
I can't get it off.
Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer's as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. So unimpressed, just Brandon Gay!
Brandon Gay!
We're children. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see what was his name again? Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
What the fuck?
I don't want to skip this. I really don't.
No, this is funny. I enjoy this.
We'll have our
It's like
obligatory
the most basic white boy name.
our obligatory video game conversation once these are over.
Yes, yes.
Maya! Nothing soothes the soul
soothes
like
the
fresh
soul!
country air. Still something I do miss hearing you and your objections. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, Nick.
Love Maya! Come back, my queen! No!
Stay with me!
Please! Please!
It's like that one comic image of fucking Batman seeing his parents again, and he's like holding on to them. He's like, "Stay with me!" And he's
Don't
like,
go! Don't go!
That's you with Maya.
Yeah, for real. I love her. I love her.
Oh shit,
Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on?
Did you like resign or some shit? He's like, man, I fucked my shit up so badly. I
can never come back.
He's gonna like be building a house in the woods the next time that we see him. He's gonna become like
Yeah.
one of those people.
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Aww.
That's cute.
Aww.
Wait, what? What?
Oh!
I can't
I'm
take this,
shitting
man.
and pissing and crying.
I can't take this.
And throwing up. Ah!
Oh my god.
I'm in the drowse of emotion right now.
Dude. We fucking did it.
Look at us! Look at us!
Woo! Well, Anna, how'd you think? I know we talk about how much you like this game, but did you like it?
Fucking loved it. That was amazing. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
I love this shit.
It's so good.
Fuck. I was like, how the fuck are they gonna get Gant? Because there were so many times that I was like, there's no way.
There's no fucking way.
There's literally no fucking way, and I kept like going back and forth of being like, so did Emma do it? Did she do it or did she not do it? Like I kept like I was thinking it to myself a couple times, but
Yeah.
damn,
Bro.
Damn!
Oh my God.
there's also just like nothing like sisterly love. Like I fucking love that trope so goddamn
I do
much.
too.
It's like, I'm gonna do anything for my fucking family. Just a tearjerker, fucking knee jerker, heartbreaker, heart healer every time.
Every fucking time. What the fuck was I just about to ask you? What the fuck was I just about to ask? It was a really good question. Oh, I remember. It wasn't a question. It was like, or no, I guess it was. Bro, fucking remember the first few episodes where like you were so against us making like Wright-worth jokes?
Yeah.
Like I'm
That's
not here.
character growth
I'm
for
not
ya.
here for that, JJ.
I was like, I don't know if I get it, dog. Like, I've seen a lot of people who ship. Now I get it. I so fucking get it. I can't ignore the subtext. As even if you're like, oh man, they have like, it's just like two guys. They just have like a close relationship. Nah, man. I think
No.
it's more than that.
It's definitely more than that.
I legitimately think it's more than that. Like the writing, it's not just like, oh my god, it's there. The foundation is there, man. All they need to do is like take one step towards each other,
All
and
they
their
need
lips
to
just
do
softly
is just
touch.
kiss and be in love.
I know. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed with
When-
my past self now
When
that
are
I
we
was
getting
like,
the
I can't
Ace
get on board
Attorney
with them.
sex minigame?
When are we gonna get like the fucking Ace Attorney dating sim?
Bro, I would genuinely kill for that.
I would play the fuck out of that. Are you kidding me? I've seen some of the character designs. I'm aware of Diego. I know what's going on.
I'm aware of Diego.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. This has been one of our favorite series of all time on the
God
channel.
damn, yeah.
And we're sad
Yeah.
to see it go, but we got a fuck ton more Ace Attorney games to play. And
Yeah.
like,
And we gotta play them all. We gotta play them
we're
all.
no, we are playing them all. I own all of them. Like,
Next playthrough. Next playthrough.
we're starting the next playthrough right now. Here we go.
Yes! Yes! Justice for all!
Justice for all.
Let's go!
Alright, we'll see you guys then when we play Justice for All. Until then, bye-bye.
I love you.
So fucking good!